Hello, it's Emma Mills here and welcome to episode 58 of MiTV, which today is inspired by quite a few conversations and emails I've had recently with people. Of people asking me the question, Emma, like when do you make that decision to hire a team member? When do you hire staff? So like in my case, when I, in 2012, went from one person to 1.5 people, I basically ran a very lean model in that I took on lots of work where I was stretched, then took somebody on. I had no investment. I'm not saying that's the right or the wrong way to do it, but that's how I began with employing staff. However, I am going to answer this question in much more detail in a future episode about making those decisions to take on staff members. But what I think is about asking the right question is something that I did this morning. So I'm going to use my props for the first time ever. This morning I spent some time, it's the 1st of May today when I'm recording this video, and I'm obviously reviewing the figures that we've done in April, and I thought I will look at what we've done in April 2017. Now, it's not something I do on a regular basis. I'm not sure why. I think it's a smart thing to do. But in April 2017, so let's give you some stats on my business. In April 2017, we turned over this mystery figure here. And 12 months on, so I don't know if there's going to be 12 there, but let's say there is. 12 months on, we've actually turned over this amount. And this little gap here represents £2,000. So this isn't an accountant's most exciting dream that the business is, in 12 months, is doing an extra £2,000 in turnover. However, the really smart thing is to look a bit deeper into this. And I wanted to see like what's different. So my business is a very different place to last year. And I know I've talked a lot about it's been quite difficult and we've had to like create many more processes and grow and train staff, create a different culture. Like their business is completely different 12 months later on. So before you kind of switch off and think, okay, well, Emma, your business hasn't grown, what's happening? This is what's happened. So at this point in April 2017, I had 13 members of staff, all answering phones, typing away. And we had, so you know that I love Sweet Process, we had about 50 processes documented and written down. Now, a year forward, in April 2018, we've actually got 9 people delivering the same plus £2,000 more of work. And I've just checked in Sweet Process, and as of today's date, we've got 374 written processes. So we've got an ops manual that is exploding with processes. So ultimately here, this financially may not look overly exciting, but it's actually more exciting because we've got less people doing a little bit more work. And one of the things that I will talk about in a future episode, I think it's always really important to know what you're going to expect back, either in revenue or to make these decisions to employ a member of staff. So in my business, we have a figure that every time we take on somebody to provide PA support or call answering, we're looking at them generating X revenue per month. And this is how we can start to make informed decisions about when is the right time. So as turnover grows, you know, we can just, rather than having staff increasing and turnover not increasing, we make those right decisions. So we have X figure per head over a member of staff. And I know that even though we've got 9 members of staff and we're doing £2,000 more than last year, we've still got capacity for about 4 or 5K of work on top, something there or thereabouts. So, and here we were kind of, this time last year, we were stressed. We were kind of, it was just, everybody was working very individually and doing their own thing with very little processes. Whereas here, we have a team who all know and can do each other's work. We have 374 processes documented. We can still take on more capacity before we increase this team. So where would I rather be? I'd rather be here in a slightly more negligible financial place, but this is the right building block for us to start growing MiPA on. And so when people say, when should I take on staff? I would rewind it right back to the beginning, because if in 2012, when I first started taking on staff, I had systematically, just like even one a day, started recording a process of how I do something or writing it. Recording is the easiest. I mentioned it before. Screencast-O-Matic is great for that. But if I had just done one a day, gosh, well, we would have thousands of processes by now. But if you just start this process before you even employ or outsource or use anybody to help you, this is definitely the right thing to start looking at first, just as in when can I grow my team? Because this helps them to do their job efficiently and is the right thing to grow your business. So I hope you liked today's little diagram, a little in-depth into what's happening in MiPA, and I hope it gets your head out of the dirt and into the clouds and helps you to grow your business. And I will see you next week for episode 59. See you then. Bye-bye.